Hey YouTube, I'm here to show you a little bit about this Glock 19. I had some work done had some work done from Glockmeister, and I couldn't find a whole lot of reviews on their custom shop. Couldn't find a whole lot of photos or videos of what their work looked like, so I figured I'd do a quick little video here. Not really going to do a video on the gun itself because there's tons of those out there, but I've had this RMR for a little bit. It was on a different gun, and I wanted it on a 19, and I had it on a 34 before. So I bought the 19, and I didn't even shoot it. I just shipped it off to Glockmeister. You don't have to send the whole gun off, just the slide. So since you're sending just the slide, you just throw it in a regular post office package and fire it off to them. And have them do the work. But yeah, so I sent this off. I think it was right at 3 weeks turnaround time, which is right what their website says. And I had them do these front cuts on the slide, as well as the RMR, the cut on the slide so it'll accept the RMR, and then the Cerakote job to make everything black again, since they would have some cuts that would be visible and took the finish off. And all of that is one of their packages that they offer. One of the custom shop packages that includes everything. Overall, their work is pretty damn good. I'm happy with it. I don't know if I can get this to zoom in very well. Let's see if I can set it down. This gun's been checked, by the way. It's unloaded, so I'm not going to shoot myself. The Cerakote job, I can't find any imperfections in it. It looks pretty excellent. The front cuts, similarly, I assume they do these on a CNC because I don't know how you would get them spaced correctly. Well, I guess you can because prior CNC people did that all the time. But anyway, I assume they use CNC because they look great. They look like they were done by a machine, which is what we want. And then the cut for the RMR, similarly, there's a little curve to the front of the RMR. Let's see if I can set this thing up. There's a little curve to the front of the RMR that they have to machine to fit the RMR, and there's a little shadow. You can't really, it's hard to see, but there is really no gap there. It's pretty much a perfect fit. Excuse me. So, happy with that. On the back, it's similar. It's more or less straight, less of a curve, but there's really no gap there either. A little bit of one in the back, but nothing that you would ever really notice. The only problem I did have with their work was when I got it back and went to reassemble it, the little plunger that goes down in here and has a spring, since you have to drill into the port where that plunger goes to drill and tap the mounting hole, there was a little burr in there, and that plunger wouldn't go down in there. So I just took a drill bit that was the correct size for that port and ran it through, and it wasn't a big deal. But if you're sending off a gun and having work done, that's the little details that you kind of expect to be done. So that was one kind of detractor of their work, but overall I was happy with it. Their pricing was good compared to other people. They did a good job on the work, and I got it back on time, so I got exactly what I was expecting. On the topic of comparing different places to have work like this done, whenever I set out to have this done, I started looking around, and there's a ton of places that do this, but it's hard to find pictures or videos of their actual work that people have submitted. You can go on their websites and you can see all the work that, it's their best work that they put on their website, but to me that's kind of meaningless. So hopefully this will help somebody out. The other topic that I was going to talk about a little was cost. Whenever you're comparing vendors, it's pretty hard to get an apples to apples cost. I found that Cerakote prices vary a lot, anywhere from, I think I saw some that were $20 or $25. all the way up to like $100 for a slide, which seems kind of crazy. The actual cutting the pocket for the RMR was pretty similar for most of them, but it did vary quite a bit. I'd say anywhere from, I don't know, a little over 100, maybe 150 to, I think I saw some that were 250 or 300. And then the front cuts are the same way. You know, I saw some that were $100 and they do all of them, and then I saw some other vendors that were, you know, they charge per cut or something, which is pretty hard to, it's just hard to get an overall price. So my suggestion there is to figure out exactly what you want and find someone that'll do it, and figure up the total cost that way. And you know, you'll find that some of the places that'll do this work, the cost is so high that you could really just buy a custom slide from Zev or somebody else, and it would be the same cost, and then you'd have, you know, 2 slides. So I don't know, that's a choice you have to make. I think from Glockmeister, I bought one of their packages. I think their work was $270 after shipping, so that's pretty reasonable. But if you're going to do something like this, definitely add up the total cost before you jump in and buy anything, because the RMRs are not inexpensive, and then the machine work kind of adds a little on there, and then, you know, any other stuff you want to do, you can wind up with quite a bit of money in a Glock. You know, that's you know, I'm all right with that, but some people might find it a little crazy to spend this much money on a Glock. So I don't know, that's food for thought. But thanks for watching. Catch you next time.